I'm Mark Cuevas, and welcome to New Media Weekly. Today I have the pleasure of speaking with Emily and Linda from Comediva. Thanks for joining me.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
So let's start at the start. How did you guys meet, and how did Comediva come into existence?
Yeah, well,
It's a long journey. Well, we've been around for 2 years now. Our company itself has been around for 2 years.
we launched the website last March.
Okay.
Yeah, the website launched in March of 2011. But our founder, who is Erica Cervantes, she started this whole thing 2 years ago, and she and I have known each other for a long time. And then around the same time she met Emily,
Yeah.
and that's when I met Emily too. And she had this kind of vision and dream of creating a space for funny women where they get to be creative and have their humor recognized and shared with the world. So that happened 2 years ago. Since then, we've been hauling
magic.
ass.
Just constant magic.
And constant rainbows and clouds and unicorns. Yeah, we've been working really hard for that long. The website launched a year ago, and we had this big push in March of 2011, and we gathered a bunch of fans and partners who've been with us for a while. Some of them.
We have over 100 funny women who work with us to make video content, and editorial content, and audio content, and songs, and cartoons, and
Yeah, we have
we
writers.
do everything.
Yeah, so we have on here you'll know our YouTube channel, which is Comediva, but we have a site called Comediva.com, which is where we distribute all of our content. And our vision was to have the company, but also have the site, and then also YouTube came from that, and it's been a great platform for us as well. So.
In figuring out what your place was, what was the most important concept to you, unitedly, that you go forward with, in terms of what you produce, and in terms of what you were going to do with it?
I mean, mainly, usually when we're deciding to do a project or not, our main concern is, does it make us laugh? That's usually, our main, first creative problem. We don't really want to, just chase trends, or, oh, we saw this other site doing this, oh, we got to do this too. That's, yeah, sure, we do, that to an extent, because you got to do that to an extent. Twitter's there for a reason, but, mainly we want to make stuff that entertains us, and, hopefully that'll entertain a million other people who will give us a lot of money.
Yeah, there are three. The first three, which were Erica, Emily, and I, we just kind of based a lot of our work on we all have different types of humor. So between the three of us, we're gonna reach some subsection of women out there who have that type of humor. I tend to have more of a, I don't know, what would you say?
More
girly humor, more I like the not so mean humor,
right.
I like the sweet kind of humor. Emily's
I like the brash.
yeah, she's more get right in
snarkier.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I wanna,
snarky.
cross that line.
She likes to cross the line, yeah.
So Linda keeps me a little in check, which is good.
I like the sound.
So it's we got a lot of good balance.
Yeah, it's a
going on.
balance.
It's
So
good,
as long as we do that, we always come up with something that we know will reach the right audience.
Yeah.
How did you build out? You said 100 people are contributors and part of the network.
Yeah.
Something.
How did that happen, and where did you find all these really funny people? Because really, I have to say, your site is very funny,
Thank you.
and your meat is really well produced.
Thank you.
Thanks.
How did you find these people to join you?
Yeah, that was a long journey too. That was part of the
Yeah.
process. The site didn't launch until about a year ago, so we had about 8 months?
Yeah, about 8 months.
About 8 months to we did a lot of brainstorming around the vision of the company and what we wanted to do. And during that time, we looked for people. At first, it was hard because no one knew who we were yet. They were just kind of what is this? Who is this chick emailing me randomly? And we let them know, hey, we're building this thing. We'd love to have you. We saw this thing that you wrote on this blog. We saw this video you created.
Went to comedy shows. One of our most loyal partners, she was the receptionist in the office that we were working.
Oh yeah, Nikki Moeller, who's Nikki 2K, who recently had a really huge viral hit. Yeah, she was our receptionist at our first office, and she's
the office building, not our reception.
Yeah, the building. We didn't have a receptionist.
We weren't that fancy yet.
We weren't there yet. But she used to come in all the time with her ukulele and just be like, "Hey guys, I have a song," and she'd play us songs.
Yeah.
And
thank God she's a genius, because that could have been really awkward.
Because with ukuleles, it can go
It could go a lot of directions.
It
Yeah.
could really be, wow, that's the coolest thing I've ever seen with a ukulele, or
Well, please don't. No, just don't stop. Just
stop.
stop
No.
doing that.
She came in with like really brilliant stuff all the time. We're always like, you need to be like doing big things, you know, and those kind, you know, the three of us are very nurturing people. We like to nurture talent, you know, like we're creatives ourselves, so we know what it's like to like want to create work and have someone help you. Sometimes you don't have the help and it's really hard. And I think for us it was like we want to be creative, but we also want to, you know, build this out so other people can have that support as well. So we reached out to people we thought were hilarious, and it was like videos we saw, it was emails, and eventually people started sending people to us, and people started coming to us because the name started to get out, and
Yeah, like somebody has a friend, and then we meet them, and you know, it just grows exponentially.
Yeah, now we get people every day, like emailing us, and we get new people who want to write for us, and we have a lot of crossover. We have a lot of comedians who like perform, and they're, you know, they like to do their own videos, but they're also writers, and they come up with some of the funniest stuff on our site. A lot of our editorial content is by our channel partners. Yeah.
now how would you describe your network, what you're doing? Because, you know, is it a comedy network? Is it a web-based comedy magazine? Is it what is it?
Well, in terms of our video side, our network it's based on YouTube, and it's girls from all over the country. Like we have girls in New York, we have girls in Chicago, we have mainly in LA, but we are trying to like spread out our network. And so it's more of a network of funny, creative gals who can help support each other, promote each other's things, be in each other's projects, advertise each other's live shows. So it's like this nice community. We do these. We started doing these idea mixers where we just go to a bar, drink, pass around ideas, get drunk, pass around some less good ideas, and you know, basically build community and have fun, while also like making really funny stuff.
Yeah, and they all have channels that are under our main channel. So they have, if you go to our channel, you'll see on the right on the bottom, it has the list of all the girls we work with, and part of the networking too is when they put out videos, we'll feature them on the site, and they get our promotion behind them, which is really good for them, you know, as artists, to have like this team of people working every day to like support them and get their work out there. Yeah, so
I would imagine. How many other channels are under your network?
We have 29 right now, and that's growing weekly almost. So we're always looking for new talent, and talent's always coming to us, so it's pretty great.
So during that time when you first conceived of the idea, this was all deliberately put together, this was your thought process, that this was how you're going to build it out?
You know, we've definitely like learned, you know, while working with web, I mean, it's its own beast. There's no, you know, how to build a website. I mean, there's how to build a website for dummies. There's no like how to build a web comedy brand for dummies. Like there's not, you know, there's no instruction manual. It's not like starting a restaurant, which, you know, has been around for thousands of years. It's like a new, so it's definitely been like a learning process, but it's been a really, you know.
yeah, when we started, it was more about the website and really building the website and creating that, and then, you know, that grew from there. Now we're more, you know, we eventually decided to use YouTube more and like really, you know, use the power of YouTube and Google and to build that out and to actually create a more optimal way of featuring our girls' stuff. And so yeah.
Yeah, that really helped us grow. So,
Yeah, but that came later. That came
our
after
vision
the site
keeps growing.
launched.
We keep getting bigger, more, you know, comedic world domination. We keep saying.
So just for a moment, is YouTube your primary platform, or do you spread out over the hundreds of platforms that are now available?
For video?
For video,
Yeah.
YouTube's primary, but we are experimenting with, you know, Blip and some of the other platforms as well. So we are testing those out. Right now, YouTube is our primary web hosting, but you know, as the web changes daily, that might change too. So we don't want to feel like locked down to any one platform. So.
Yeah.
Terribly wise. Terribly wise. Has just the quickness of the growth, I mean, obviously it must be really satisfying. Has it surprised you in any fashion?
A little bit.
Sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes,
I don't
but I
know.
think like
We're pretty
always
cocky. So.
I think we're just you know, like going into something like this and working as hard as we did, I mean, like day in and day out in the beginning, you know, like you have this confidence of like, yeah, you have to have the confidence to keep you going until
Right.
3 a.m. or like, you know, every night. So you have to have the confidence to feel like it's going to be something big, and we kind of believed in it. And I feel like when you don't believe in something, you don't, you know, it doesn't get the food it needs to grow. And with all of us, we were just like, this has got to happen. It's got to happen. And so now that it has, I would say like now, like there are moments where I do go like, oh wow,
Yeah.
a lot of people, like, you know, a lot of people like are
Like when
excited
our first
about
video
it.
went viral, like I remember driving to work.
That was
and
a big
Erica
deal, yeah.
texts me and she's like, "Oh, we're on the front page of HuffPost," and like that had been like a goal because I was like trying to get press placement. And,
Yeah.
like, you know, I definitely started crying on the freeway. Going,
Yeah, I got really
I'm
emotional.
so
on that.
excited.
I think at the beginning it was like we were like when it first things started to actually get more real. We would always say we're real girls now. It was like definitely we were like, yeah, this is awesome. I don't know, yeah, it's exciting.
I think that's great. I mean, having said that, I'm Mark Cuevas. This is New Media Weekly. We've had a great time in LA. I'm going to go join the comedy playground over here with Emily and Linda. And thank you for watching.